Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
P0624 indicates a problem in the fuel cap lamp control circuit. What does the P0624 code mean? P0624 is a generic OBDI code that appears when there's a problem with the fuel filler cap, and can be identified through various modules, not just the PCM. For example, the body control module, the alternative fuel control module, the ABS control module or various other modules may have caused the code to be recorded. What causes the P0624 code? There are only a few causes for P0624, a faulty fuel cap open, short-circuited or corroded wiring and connections in the controller network, or CAN bus harness, a control module ground strap or cable that has come loose. Faulty CAN bus. What are the symptoms of the P0624 code? There aren't many symptoms for the P0624 code, and they usually include the fuel filler cap malfunction signal to turn on, the service engine light to turn on, and the code to store. How does a mechanic diagnose the P0624 code? To evaluate the P0624 code, the technician uses an OBDI scanner and takes into account the data and freeze frame data. They will then clear the error codes and determine whether the code reappears. If it does, they carry out a visual inspection of the wiring to determine if there are any problems, and replace or repair components and connections as necessary. They will then try again, and if the code persists, they will begin a thorough electronic diagnosis using a device such as an autohex or Tech2 to identify the area where the electronic malfunction is occurring, or where a faulty system ground exists. Common errors when diagnosing code P0624. A common mistake made when diagnosing the P0624 code is to assume that all codes stored in the freeze frame are the cause of the code in question. This can easily lead to unnecessary or inefficient repairs. Thorough diagnostics on the CAN bus are often a wiser approach than operating on scan readings alone. How serious is the P0624 code? The P0624 code does not prevent a vehicle from operating safely, but it should not be ignored. It is an electrical problem that can be detected by a long list of sensors and modules. Rather than letting the problem persist, it's best to take the time to find out where the electrical problem lies. What repairs can fix the P0624 code? The following repairs are needed to solve the problems that cause the P0624 code, validating the code with the scanner and using all the data to start solving the problems that may have caused it to register. Clear the codes and try again to see if it reappears, then visually inspect the wiring and connections to repair or replace anything that is obviously necessary. If these basic steps do not remove the code, it is necessary to test the individual control modules. Using a CAN bus tester such as AutoHex or Tech2 will identify the area where the problem has occurred, then replace the fuel cap, control circuits or connections, or the CAN bus itself. Additional comments to consider regarding code P0624. Control module failure is rare, as is PCM failure. If, however, tests and repairs reveal that it is necessary to replace the module, it is of the utmost importance that the test carried out identifies the specific module. If it's the PCM, reprogramming will also be necessary. This is a rarity, however, and the most common problem is usually a faulty fuel cap or wiring problem which is easily identified and repaired. In conclusion, understanding fault code P0624 is essential for diagnosing issues related to the fuel cap lamp control circuit. This code often indicates a problem with the fuel cap or its associated wiring, which can lead to fuel efficiency issues and trigger warning lights on your dashboard. By addressing this fault promptly, you can ensure your vehicle operates smoothly and efficiently. Always consult your vehicle's manual or a professional mechanic for accurate diagnosis and repair. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more informative content on automotive diagnostics.